we have Girls Trip 2, which is coming, sometime in the future. Did you offer, like, Dorinda, Jill Zarin? I mean, I know it's already filmed. Did you offer them any advice? Did they turn to you for advice before going on this?
Well, I spoke to Jill before she went. Of course, I know Dorinda, and it was a big trip for Dorinda because she hosted everybody. It wasn't like we all like Ultimate Girls Trips and Turks and Caicos. We were all out at some fabulous house in Turks and Caicos. So Dorinda hosted everybody, and that must have been a tremendous amount of work for her. But she is forever the greatest hostess there is, besides myself, of course. And anyway, so I spoke to Dorinda, and Jill called me, and I said, listen, you do Jill. Jill is amazing. And again, I'm going to go back to the fact that just being yourself and who you are on reality TV is just the best way to go. So like, I didn't like Google any of the ladies from the Ultimate Girls Trip. I know Kyle, I knew Kyle, but not well. So I was really surprised by how great she was, how funny she was, how easygoing she was, and how honest she was. And I love that she was running around the house singing "Money Can't Buy You Class" under her breath, because I would died of laughter. Kenya, I didn't really know very well. So everybody was like, oh, watch out for Kenya. And she was actually a pussycat. She was amazing. I loved her, and I loved all the girls. I mean, I really had a great time on that trip. So again, I told Jill, just have fun, have a good time. It's not about the drama all the time. It's really about getting to know each other as women, and, not trying to Google somebody to figure out, what they're all about. Sometimes it's better just to get to know somebody and figure it out yourself.
Were you most surprised by Kenya just because there was this buzz around her?
Yeah, I would say I expected to be, I expected her to be more of a diva, and I didn't think she was a diva at all. So I'm excited to see the Berkshires in a whole different light.
I heard there's a lot of drama that went down, but we'll be
really?
That's what I hear.
Oh, good.
I mean, look, you have Vicky, Tamara, Taylor on. You have some players in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, listen, you mentioned that the Q&A portion of your cabaret is one of your most favorite, and I've been there. And listen, these audiences are not shy. When they have something to ask, they ask. So yeah. I'm just going to go out on, like, if I was in Vegas and I was going to put the money down on the winning chip, I would say, I think the question you're probably going to be asked the most during your cabaret Q&A is RHONY season 14. Do you know anything, Luann, that you'd like to share with us here today?
I wish I could give you more, scoop on RHONY 2014, but I don't know yet. I can't imagine that New York is not going anywhere. So, I hope that we have some news soon. And I always get to that, cross that bridge when I get to it. So people ask me, would you come back and whatever? And, listen, if they come back, let's see what's happening. And, I'll make that decision when it's put in front of me. But, New York City is not going anywhere. So I don't think RHONY's going anywhere either.
So you think it's definitely coming back?
I think so.
I mean, I live in New York. I think, we travel, we live other places, but at the end of the day, I think it's the greatest city in the world. I can't see.
Well, of course it is. I mean, it is the greatest city in the world. And so, and one of the original Housewives franchises. So I don't know if Housewives can deal, or Housewives fans can deal without having the Real Housewives of New York.
It's kind of a major one. Do you think, because like traditionally they shoot at the end of the summer, they want that Hamptons experience through the holidays. Like, do you think their plan is like this, the timing is to keep it the same and you'd hear soon?
Well, I mean, your guess is as good as mine, darling. So, but if I have to say, if I had to guess, I would say that's probably a good bet.
Well, listen, I think it's coming back. I think you're going to be back. There's a lot of talk. I think Ramona is going to be back too. If Ramona is back, what is it about, you guys are like, what is it about Ramona? I know what it is about you. You're wonderful, but like Ramona survived. Like you say, she's a survivor. Like
Ramona's a survivor. I mean, we've been doing, we're OGs. So, I can't imagine doing the show without Ramona.
Really?
But who knows?
What about if, you were to give advice, you mentioned a few times, like just be yourself, like for all the, the people that like are just for any city that want to be a part of this franchise, is that your best advice you would give to someone that's a hopeful
Well,
child?
I mean, the other advice I would give is, to be yourself. And if you have any skeletons in your closet, you better know that they're going to be exposed. So it's not the kind of show you want to be on if you have any family secrets.
No, it is not. Are you shocked when like people, look, everyone's innocent until proven guilty and everything, but like, you look at like what Jen Shah is going through and even like Tom Girardi, like, are you shocked that people go on shows like this with these potential skeletons?
I would say that it surprises me, sure. But sometimes things happen in life that are out of your control and, are in the hands of God. You just never know what's around the corner, darling. And like I say, it's day by day.
It is day by day, and that's all that we can ask, right?
That's right.
I know you don't have...
My father used to say, every day you open your eyes is a good day.
It's true, right? I mean, like, there's not to get all, but we're not promised tomorrow, right?
That's right.
So we have to just make the best of today.
Yes, exactly.
What do you think, like, let's just picture New York is back and, it's RHONY and we're recasting and, you're like, there's people coming back, but we'll have some new women. Like, what do you think people want from New York to have like a blockbuster season next season? Just like,
personally, I think that they should bring back some of the OGs and I think they need to bring some new people as well. So I think that would make the perfect concoction for Housewives of New York.
And the OG, of course.
You don't want all new faces, you have to have the people So I think it's important to have original cast members and then, bring in some newbies.
Do you think Leah and Eboni would be back?
Darling, I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know, but I certainly have no opposition to that because, I like them both. So let's see what, I'm not the casting director, I'm not casting director. So who knows what they have up their sleeve, but I'm excited for the next season and we'll get to that bridge when we get to that bridge.
Did you ever think, 13 seasons ago when you said yes to a little show named Manhattan Moms that it would be this cabaret?
No. had no idea. But who knew then and who knew there would be so many other franchises, since then. So, it's definitely made its way into pop culture.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I'm not sure if everyone knows this. In addition to being a cabaret star and a reality star, and now being in the beverage industry and an author and everything else, you were on Italian TV as a host.
Yes.
Would you ever want to host your own talk show?
Absolutely. It's perfect for me.
I think so.
Right. I mean, people ask me that all the time. I mean, for me, talk, I love people. I love, that's why I do cabaret, I sing, I do my Q&A, I'm a hostess. I, love to host people. I love to tell jokes. So yeah, talk is right up my alley. So let's see what the future holds.
I agree. And listen, we have Kelly Clarkson, we have Drew Barrymore.
She's fabulous. She's fabulous. I love Kelly. And I haven't met Drew yet though. So I'd love to be on Drew.